Welcome back to Zeestar lovers. Today, we are diving deep into the third generation of Twist of Fate, the unforgettable love story of Purvi, daughter of Prachi and Ranbir, and her soulmate RV. Their journey was filled with destiny, drama, betrayal, and a heartbreaking end that shook every fan of the show. Let's relive their complete story from the very beginning to the tragic twist that ended their tale.
After many years of twists and turns, Twist of Fate took a 20-year leap, shifting the spotlight from Prachi and Ranbir to their daughter, Purvi. Purvi grew up under her mother's care. She was beautiful, kind-hearted, and respectful, but life was never easy for her. She and her mother faced constant struggles, including money problems, humiliation from outsiders, and even being thrown out of their home by people who wanted to see them suffer. Despite all this, Purvi never gave up. She carried her pain with dignity while secretly hoping for a better life. It was during this storm that fate introduced her to Rajat Viraj, better known as RV. Their first meeting was nothing ordinary. Purvi, with her selfless nature, saved a little child from being hit by RV's car. This one act showed her bravery and compassion. RV, a wealthy and powerful man, was struck by her kindness, though at the time, neither of them knew how deeply their lives would become connected. Soon after, Purvi's family got trapped in a scandal. They were accused of causing food poisoning during a catering event. People insulted them, and everyone turned their backs on them. But surprisingly, RV was the one who came to their rescue. He released CCTV footage that proved Purvi and her mother were innocent. For Purvi, this was unforgettable. From that moment, she began to see RV as someone who understood her pain. Someone who stood for truth even when the world was against her. At first, their relationship was not built on love. RV's heart was clouded by past connections to Purvi's sister, Kushi. He even thought of marrying as a way of taking revenge. But destiny had other plans. As RV spent more time around Purvi, he saw her pure heart, her sacrifices, and her honesty. Slowly, his anger melted, and what began as misunderstandings turned into friendship, and finally blossomed into love. Their marriage was not easy. It was filled with family drama, obstacles, and people trying to stop them. But in the end, Purvi and RV became husband and wife. For Purvi, this was not just a marriage. It was a promise she intended to keep for life. She proved herself as a loyal and devoted wife, always standing by her husband's side. Whenever RV was trapped in false accusations or attacked by rivals, Purvi was there to protect him. There were even moments when she physically shielded him from danger, showing the depth of her love. A priest even declared that Purvi was RV's true protector, his destined life partner, tied to him by fate itself. Their married life, however, was never peaceful. RV's family, along with outsiders like Monisha, constantly plotted to separate them. Lies, schemes, and conspiracies filled their home. But Purvi and RV always came out stronger. Their love was tested again and again. Yet each time, they proved to the world that they belonged together. Even Prachi and Ranbir, Purvi's parents, stepped in as protectors during dangerous times. They once saved Purvi and RV from a terrorist attack. Together, they showed what true family love looks like. Fans across the world admired Purvi and RV because they were not just husband and wife, but partners in every sense. They fought battles together, trusted each other, and overcame every storm side by side. For many viewers, they became the perfect example of love in the new generation of Twist of Fate. But just when everyone thought their love story had conquered every obstacle, fate dealt the cruelest blow. RV was badly injured in a tragic accident, though he fought for his life. His injuries were too deep, and he eventually passed away, leaving Purvi shattered, before she could even recover from her loss. Their enemies, Jasbir and Monisha, struck again. In a shocking twist, Purvi was pushed off a cliff. She knew her time was coming to an end. In her final moments, she thought not of herself but of the child she had just given birth to. With tears in her eyes, she placed her newborn baby at a temple, praying for the little one's safety before she took her last breath. This heartbreaking end left fans in shock. Purvi and RV's love story, which had survived so many trials, was cut short by tragedy. Yet, their legacy lived on. The baby girl they left behind was found and named Prarthana. Years later, Prarthana grew up to carry forward the story as the lead of the next generation. Though Purvi and RV's tale ended in sorrow, their love remains unforgettable. It was a story of two souls who found each other in the midst of struggle, who stood by one another against all odds, and who proved that true love can never be destroyed, not even by death. And that is the complete story of Purvi and RV from Twist of Fate. A story of love, sacrifice, and destiny. What do you think, guys? Should the writers have given them a happy ending? Or was this tragic twist the only way? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Zeestar Lovers for more detailed stories of your favorite TV shows.